Let's implement our AI assistant in a real-world use case scenario. Previously, we explored the potential of building an AI assistant powered by well-structured workflows, enhanced through MCP integration and retrieval augmented generation (RAG) technology. Today, we'll take that concept even further and apply it in a real use case, showing how these components work together to create a truly intelligent, data-driven AI system. Now, let's take a look at the finished product, the Super Build Fitness website fully equipped with our AI chat assistant. This intelligent assistant is connected to our knowledge base through the MCP server and a vector dataset database powered by RAG technology, allowing it to deliver precise, real-time answers about gym memberships, schedules, services, and more. It can also assist customers with booking gym sessions, attending classes, and checking trainer or facility availability through Google Calendar integration. Visitors can now interact naturally with the site, ask questions, and instantly get accurate, up-to-date information pulled directly from the vector database, making the Super Build Fitness website smarter, faster, and more engaging than ever. To start, let's use Vapi.ai platform as our primary platform for integrating the chat assistant into the client's website. Vapi provides an all-in-one solution for deploying conversational AI, offering seamless chat widget integration, real-time API connectivity, and flexible customization options. We can use Vapi for free during the prototyping phase, allowing us to build and test the chat assistant without any upfront cost. Once the use case is finalized and ready for deployment, we can easily upgrade to a paid plan for production use. Now, let's move on to creating a new assistant. In Vapi, there are several predefined AI assistant templates available, each designed for different use cases such as customer support, lead generation, or scheduling. For this demo, I'll select the appointment scheduler template. Click the Create Assistant button. The assistant window will open, preloaded with default settings, prompts, and tool configurations. One key thing to remember is to check which model is being used and evaluate the balance between cost and latency. Experiment with different models and configurations until you find the optimal setup, one that delivers smooth performance while remaining cost efficient. Once you're satisfied with the prompt and model configuration, click the Publish button to save all the settings and finalize the assistant setup. Now, let's move on to configuring the MCP tool. This will enable the assistant to access and interact with external data sources during conversations. By connecting the MCP tool, our assistant can handle real-time transactions, retrieve accurate information from the vector database, and perform dynamic tasks such as scheduling, data lookup, or customer queries with precision. In the MCP tool setup, under server settings, we'll add the MCP server we created in the previous tutorial. Go to your N8N workspace and open the MCP server workflow. Locate the production URL, then copy it. Next, go back to Vapi and paste the copied URL into the server URL field in the MCP tool setup. This connects our assistant directly to the MCP server, allowing it to communicate with the vector database and retrieve accurate responses in real time. Let's customize our AI assistant a bit. We'll name it Riley, Fitness Assistant. Next, let's modify the system prompt so the AI knows exactly which tool to use in different scenarios. This time, I'll use the Generate Prompt feature available in Vapi. Here, you simply describe what you want to update in the prompt, and Vapi's built-in AI assistant will automatically adjust it for you. As you can see, the prompt was instantly updated based on the description I provided, making customization fast, accurate, and effortless. I also removed the unnecessary prompts that were not related to my intended setup. Keeping only the relevant instructions ensures that Riley, our fitness assistant, stays focused on its main purpose, assisting users with gym information, schedules, and appointments. This also helps reduce confusion and improves the accuracy of responses, making the assistant more efficient and aligned with the specific tasks we designed it to handle. After referencing the tool in the system prompt, we also need to add that same tool in the tool tab setup. Make sure to enable the predefined function called end call. This allows the AI assistant to gracefully end a conversation or session when needed. This step is crucial because it ensures that the Vapi platform fully integrates the tool with our AI assistant configuration. By doing this, the assistant can accurately recognize and call the appropriate tool at the right time, enabling seamless communication between the MCP server, the vector database, and other connected services. This integration guarantees that every user request or command is executed smoothly and efficiently through the correct workflow. Now let's update our MCP server in N8N to directly access Google Calendar using the same workflow style we've been building. Open the MCP workflow we created earlier. Add a Google Calendar node and authenticate with your Google account. Ensure the Google Calendar API is enabled in Google Cloud Console and the node has the scopes calendar.events.read and calendar.events.write. Log in with your Google account to add the calendar credential in N8N. And rename the credential to whatever you prefer. In the MCP tool list, add a calendar tool and set its operation to check availability or the equivalent tool name you're using. For the Google Calendar node settings, select Operation, Get Many. Select the calendar from the list you want to query. Change after to be defined automatically by the model. Change before to be defined automatically by the model. This allows the model to automatically determine the appropriate date and time window from the user's query and pass those values to the calendar node. And save the workflow so that the node we have added will be available for MCP stream lookup. Now let's go back to the Vapi dashboard and review the setup of our assistant. Check the configuration to make sure the MCP tool is properly connected and listed under the Tools tab. Confirm that the server URL, authentication, and parameters are correctly set up based on our N8N MCP workflow. Once everything looks good, let's run a quick test to verify if the assistant can successfully retrieve and use the MCP tool we added. Try asking a simple query that triggers the MCP tool, such as checking availability or retrieving data from the vector database. If the setup is correct, the assistant should respond using real data processed through the MCP server, confirming that the integration is working as intended. I realized I missed something important. The assistant's default knowledge cutoff date is 2023. That means whenever it tries to reference the current date or time, it still assumes it's 2023. This causes it to send outdated date and time values to the MCP when making requests. To fix this, we'll add a date and time reference directly in the system prompt. By doing this, every time the assistant is activated, it will have an updated awareness of the current date and time, allowing it to respond accurately when users ask about availability or schedule-related questions. This ensures that all date and time values passed to the MCP server are based on real-time context, not on the assistant's default training data. Now, let's test it end-to-end. First, create an event in your Google Calendar titled Fitness Training Group Session with Coach Lucky. Set the event time for tonight and save it. Next, go back to Vapi and run the assistant test. Ask a natural question without a full date. For example, is there an available session tonight? The assistant should use the injected current date or time context called the MCP Google Calendar tool and return availability for tonight, ideally finding the event you just created. If the assistant does not find the event, check these quick items: calendar ID and credentials in N8N, time zone normalization, and the system prompt date injection so the assistant uses the real runtime date. And let's run some more tests to check the MCP functionality by asking different time. Expects that there is none because in our Google Calendar there is only one event created, which was 6 to 7 p.m. session. Now let's move on to the next phase. Give the assistant the ability to create an event. First, generate a prompt modification using the generate button. Describe the new task: calendar event creation appointment booking functionality for the MCP tool. After the prompt updates with the intended task, save the prompt. Next, open your N8N MCP Server workflow and edit it. In the MCP Server trigger flow, add a Google Calendar node. Set the calendar node operation to create. Select the target calendar from the list. For the start field, set it to be defined automatically by the model. For the end field, set it to be defined automatically by the model. Add a field called attendees. This will accept the attendee email address, the user requesting the appointment. Set attendees to be defined automatically by the model as well. Save the node and save the workflow. Now, the MCP is ready to accept create event requests from the assistant. The assistant will pass start, end, and attendees, and the MCP will create the calendar event automatically. Now, let's go back to the Vapi dashboard and test the assistant again. Start by asking for a schedule availability to check if the assistant can retrieve data from the MCP. Then, follow up by asking to schedule an appointment on the same available time slot. If you notice that the assistant doesn't execute the create event tool, don't worry. This usually happens when the prompt lacks context or proper instruction for tool activation. To fix this, update the system prompt once again and optimize the context to clearly tell the assistant when and how to use the create event function. After reconstructing and saving the prompt, run the test again. The assistant should now be able to identify the correct scenario, call the MCP Create Event tool, and successfully schedule the appointment in Google Calendar. In Google Calendar, you can now see that the event was successfully created, complete with the attendee's email included in the details. This confirms that the assistant is now able to not only check availability but also create appointments directly through the MCP server using the Google Calendar integration. The entire flow from query to tool activation to event creation is now working smoothly, proving that our setup between Vapi, MCP, and N8N is fully functional and synchronized. Let's modify the MCP server to add a calendar event title field. Add a new field by selecting Summary from the drop-down menu. Set Summary to be defined automatically by the model so the assistant can pass an event title. Save the node, then save the workflow. Now run another test. Ask the assistant to create an appointment and verify the created calendar event includes the title provided by the model. Now, let's move on to the final phase, implementing the chat assistant. Go to the widget tab in your Vapi dashboard. Click the Customize button to open the chat widget settings. From here, you can personalize the look and behavior of your assistant, including colors, chat icon, welcome message, and overall layout to match the Superbuild Fitness website's branding. Check the preview of the chat widget located at the bottom right corner of the page to see how it will appear once integrated. This gives you a real-time view of your assistant before embedding it into the live website. Now let's implement the widget on the real website using the same branding color scheme. First, review the website concept. I set up a demo site for Superbuild Fitness with the green, gold, black, and white color palette. I chose the green accent to complement the widget on the site. Back in the Vapi widget tab, change the accent color to a green that matches the website. Customize other widget settings to your preference: icon, welcome message, position, and behavior. Next, go to the embed code text area and click copy. Open your code editor where the website is being edited. Paste the Vapi embed code into your index.html or the app shell where you want the widget to load. Run the project locally using your usual command, for example, npm run dev or npm start. Preview the website by refreshing the browser. In a React project, the page will often hot reload automatically when you save. Now you should see the widget fully integrated and visually blended with the site branding. Test interactions end-to-end, availability check, booking flow, and tool calls via MCP. If everything works, push to production and go live. Now that we've completed the full implementation, we officially have a working AI-powered chat assistant fully integrated into the Superbuild Fitness website. From setting up our N8N MCP server, connecting Pinecone for vector retrieval, and integrating Google Calendar for real-time scheduling, all the way to embedding the Vapi chat widget, we've built a complete intelligent workflow from end to end. This assistant can now understand natural language, retrieve precise information from the vector database, check class or trainer availability, and even create events directly on Google Calendar, all within the website. Looking ahead, there are even more possibilities to enhance this project. We could integrate advanced authentication so members can view their personalized schedules, link payment gateways for session bookings, or expand the assistant's knowledge base with real-time updates from other business tools like CRM or analytics platforms. We could even implement voice support, multilingual interaction, or AI-driven fitness recommendations using user data patterns. This project shows how MCP, N8N, and VAPI together create a flexible ecosystem that transforms a simple website into an intelligent, interactive, and automated customer experience. And that's the power of combining automation, vector intelligence, and AI-driven workflow design, turning ideas into functional, scalable AI solutions. If you want something like this built for your own business, a custom AI assistant that automates tasks, understands your data, and delivers real-time insights, feel free to reach out, whether it's for scheduling, customer engagement, data analytics, or full business intelligence automation. I can help you design and implement the right AI-powered workflow for your brand. Let's transform your business into a smarter, more efficient, and data-driven operation. Contact me today and let's start building your own intelligent assistant.